On second down now, Barkley. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. That's what makes him so disruptive.
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 91.
Here's Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What we got? Switch. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 8. Let's get the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Brissett to Barkley on the check down. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Bird to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down. Front. Check nickel. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check, crunch. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Target, 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 target.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shim.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
19 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up? that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. You go tight. You got to let go. You let go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
56, Mike, 56.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Check 56. Read.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Brissett sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Eat up the flag. Mike 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill, kill, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike, 59, Mike. Check, check, 59. Hey, I'm coming.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56, right there, 56.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 69 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that battle, that was won right up front.
And we're used to seeing those battles right up front, but we're used to seeing a lot of defensive tackles or more run stuffers and just play the spot where they are. How about these dancing bears we see nowadays that win the battle and then go upfield looking for runners?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a second and long.
Shit. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, let go.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, keep it up.
They'll run with Barkley. Some strong running at the 20. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Stop your whining. Joker. Spine.
Here's Murray. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Defense wins championships, baby. Check safety. Whip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check 24. Check 6 guys.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Same.
Check 50, check 50.
Kill. Turn it up.
Throwing on third and long. Murray under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. Dancing to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw. Henry to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Brissett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was,